Is the Pi network ready for widespread adoption in the blockchain tech giant battle? Are you interested in the Pi network? You're not by yourself. Pi network is a major player in the cryptocurrency world. It has been gaining popularity over Bitcoin and Ethereum, and its open mainnet launch could be its most significant milestone yet. Pi network, with the potential to become a widely accepted form of digital currency, has the potential to revolutionize the way we use money. We'll look at what makes Pi network so appealing, how it differs from Bitcoin and Ethereum, and why it's ready for widespread adoption in this video. We'll also talk about what Pi network needs to do to reach its full potential as a global currency. With all of this information at your disposal, you can make an educated decision about whether or not to invest in the project. Because some people are unfamiliar with the project, I will begin with introduction to Pi network. Please give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel for more content like this on a regular basis. Also leave a comment with Pi network to the moon in the space provided below. Without further ado, let's begin. Pi network is a revolutionary new cryptocurrency with the potential to become a worldwide phenomenon. Pi network was created with the goal of making cryptocurrency accessible to everyone. It is built on a mobile-first framework and allows users to mine coins without the need for expensive hardware or large amounts of electricity. The Pi network development team includes ex-Google and Stanford engineers who are dedicated to making digital currency more accessible and plentiful than ever before. Pi network is also backed by a slew of investors and venture capital firms, demonstrating the market's faith in its lofty goals. Unlike Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, Pi network was built from the ground up with mass adoption in mind, with higher mining rates, faster transaction speeds, and lower fees than Bitcoin. As a result, many industry experts predict that when its open mainnet is launched later this year, it will become one of the most widely adopted cryptocurrencies on the planet. Let us take a deep breath and consider the potential pros and cons of the Pi network. The open mainnet of Pi network has made it a more viable cryptocurrency option than ever before, but it is not without drawbacks. Before investing, weigh the benefits and drawbacks of Pi network. Stay with me as I go over the benefits of the Pi network. Transaction fees are low. The average fee for a Pi transaction is 0.0001 picopi, making it a cost-effective method of payment. Simple to use. The Pi mobile app is simple to use and provides an intuitive user experience that makes buying, selling, and managing cryptocurrency easier than ever. Secure. Transactions are encrypted with SHA-256, which protects your funds from theft or fraud. Cons. Let's continue after the commercial, shall we? Still on the great project, I hope you're not missing out already? This is an opportunity for you to buy the token at a very cheaper rate now. Don't wait until the pre-sale is over because it's gonna be so expensive then that you'll regret not buying while it was cheap. Grape just announced that they are adding some massive use cases to their ecosystem. 1. Decentralized financial network. Grape has partnered with a company allowing them to offer a fully decentralized payment system with local payments in 190 countries. 2. eGov system. Grape has partnered with a company that will allow them to offer an e-government solution that enables a comprehensive process of digital transformation within a country. Once the system is fully deployed and operational in the state, it will decrease the burden of bureaucracy on individuals and companies, as well as increases the effectiveness and transparency of a government. They are already closing a deal with the Kingdom of Polynesia. 3. MMORTS mobile game. It will be powered completely by Grape Ledger, essentially making it the world's largest Web3 game by a landslide. As Clash of Clans, Farmville, Game of War and Age of Empires, all into one game with the ability to play in VR also. There isn't anything that compares to it. It will be the most complex Web3 game out there. It's possible to add on to Grape because of the scalability and processing speed. Imagine Age of Empires if you were playing with 100,000 people and the game never stopped. Well, you should know this is going to be huge. Thank you, and let's get back to our video. Liquidity constraints. Because the network is still in its early stages, liquidity is limited in comparison to other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Regulation uncertainty. Because cryptocurrency regulation varies by country, there is always some uncertainty about how the network will be perceived in different jurisdictions. There are no physical coins. Because Pi network lacks physical tokens, investing in the currency is risky because there are no guarantees of asset liquidity or redemption value. Differences between Bitcoin and the Pi network. It is unsurprising that Bitcoin has outperformed in terms of market capitalization and widespread adoption. However, as the blockchain space evolves, new use cases emerge that distinguish Pi network from Bitcoin. Low-cost transactions. One of the key differences between Pi network and traditional banking and even Bitcoin is that it is designed to facilitate transactions at a much lower cost. For example, when sending money through Pi network, the transaction costs are close to zero, whereas sending money through Bitcoin transactions costs a few %. Individuals who cannot normally afford high transaction costs will now be able to send low-cost payments over the network. Transactions are completed more quickly. Another key differentiator for Pi network is that its network confirms transactions much faster than Bitcoin's blockchain. When sending a payment, the transaction is verified in a matter of seconds on the Pi network, whereas on the Bitcoin network, it can take up to 10 minutes or more depending on how much you are willing to pay for higher transaction fees. Users can now take advantage of real-time trading opportunities or make emergency payments without having to worry about slow confirmations from miners or paying exorbitant fees. Pi network is preparing for its mainnet release. The Pi network just finished their proof of consensus algorithm and will soon be moving to a mainnet release, which is expected later this year. This is significant because it brings cryptocurrency and its associated benefits closer to real-world applications. To ensure the success of the mainnet release, the Pi network team has gone above and beyond to ensure user safety and security when using the network. Here are a few examples of these steps. The platform's secure ecosystem infrastructure is intended to protect users from online threats and vulnerabilities that could disrupt their experience. The platform is also built on highly reliable hardware that is optimized for security and performance. Protocol upgrades. The team has also implemented several protocol upgrades to improve the security and privacy of data stored on the blockchain. Cutting-edge encryption. Pi network employs cutting-edge encryption technology for each transaction, ensuring that data remains secure even when shared across multiple systems or networks. Flexible design solutions. Pi network's architecture is designed to improve scalability and flexibility, allowing it to process more transactions per second than other payment networks such as Bitcoin or Ethereum without sacrificing user privacy or security. By taking these steps prior to launching their mainnet release, the Pi network team is perfectly positioning themselves for future widespread adoption, a goal they are well on their way to achieving. PiCoin faces adoption challenges. One of the most contentious topics of discussion among cryptocurrency experts is whether or not the Pi network is ready for widespread adoption. Before it can be widely adopted, the project must first overcome a few obstacles. 1. Science and technology. In contrast to Bitcoin's proof-of-work (PoW) algorithm, PiCoin employs a delegated proof-of-stake (DPoS) consensus algorithm. DPoS requires fewer resources and is more energy efficient than PoW, making PiCoin more accessible and affordable to everyday users. 2. Government rules and regulations. Decentralized networks, such as PiCoin, are currently subject to uncertain regulatory treatment from governments all over the world. In order to spur innovation and investment in the sector, governments must either provide clear guidelines for how decentralized networks should be treated or create regulations that embrace them. 3. Safety. Pi network must also build a strong security infrastructure if it is to be widely adopted. This includes implementing safety protocols for its users, developers, and core infrastructure, as well as having an effective response strategy in the event of any security breaches or issues. PiCoin has investment potential. Only time will tell whether PiCoin will provide investors with high returns in the future. It is a decentralized cryptocurrency that does not require third-party intervention or backing from a central bank, making it much less volatile than other cryptocurrencies. Furthermore, its limited supply and low transaction costs make it an appealing investment option. The Pi network project's growth is also expected to accelerate over time as more people join the network, potentially increasing demand for Pi coins and increasing their value. The Pi team is also constantly working to improve the platform's usability and user experience, UX, which could lead to more people joining the network and driving up the value of the coins. Furthermore, unlike Bitcoin, which has high operating costs due to its energy-intensive mining process, Pi network relies on low energy contributions from users via their smartphones, making it much more efficient by design. This could make Pi a much better investment in terms of return than Bitcoin while also encouraging energy conservation. To summarize, it is clear that the Pi network will be an interesting development in the world of cryptocurrency, and its potential widespread adoption could be a game changer. The open mainnet, however, is still a few months away, and the project's success will be determined by how the developers address certain technical and regulatory challenges. Only time will tell how successful Pi network will be, but many investors are keeping a close eye on its progress in the meantime. That's it for now. Obviously, I'll cover any future changes, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate notifications if you don't want to miss any future Pi network developments, including my upcoming film. Please post any questions or comments about the Pi currency, IOUs, or the Pi network in general in the comments area below. I value your presence. I'll see you in another of my videos.